Hello, God. It's me, Sam Hain. Today we're going to be talking about God. I uploaded a video not too long ago where I was discussing with somebody on Omi TV the intricacies of religion. And I got some comments from people who are believers and the opposite side of the fence as well, which is awesome. I love to see it. I love to have the open conversation, the flowing dialogue when it comes to any topic, especially religion. I do think it's important to preface before we delve in that I myself am not religious. I do not prescribe any label of religion to myself. I don't believe in anything. I believe in myself. If we were to put it simply, most people would be like, oh, that means you're agnostic or that means you're atheist. The problem is that I feel when it comes to labels of any kind, but specifically because we're talking about it, religion, that you have a preconceived notion of what those labels mean based on personal experiences, your perception of what it means, whether the definition is right or wrong doesn't matter. That's how we are as human beings. It's usually based off of personal experiences blended with your perception, your understanding of what the definition is. So I think that that kind of muddies the waters. That's why I just say I'm nothing. It's easier that way. Allow me to explain to you what I feel, but that's not the purpose of this video. We can do that another time. The point I wanted to get to with this video is talk about my personal perception as it stands right now when it comes to religion and how religion has become more of a problem in the last, I want to say 5 years, probably longer, but I've been paying attention a lot more intently in the last 5 years. I used to have a attitude of laissez-faire when it came to religion in regards to just, live and let live. You have your beliefs, I have mine, and we can agree to disagree. But that has changed simply because religion, specifically Christianity, a little bit of Catholicism, but specifically Christianity, has sunk its teeth so deep into politics, our daily life, into people's lives that don't even want it. And it is disgusting, annoying. It needs to stop. Because the belief that you're spreading the good word, it's over. That belief is so gone. It's dead. Because no one, not a single soul on this earth has not heard of Jesus or the Bible. So the excuse that you are spreading the good word and you're sharing it with people, we can stop with that. We can stop with that. You might have the perception that somebody maybe hasn't heard it presented in the right way, and that's why you need to speak with them. I have a better idea. How about if you consider yourself part of the faith, you police your own? And what do I mean by that? Specifically speaking, when it comes to people who have ideas that are dangerous, destructive, when it comes to someone feeling so diehard in their beliefs in God that they are willing to make it so somebody else's life is not as enjoyable. Take rights away from that person. Prevent that person from living a happy life because of your moral code, your moral beliefs, whatever. It's not Christ-like. I can tell you definitively that if Christ was here, he would beat your fucking ass. I think that's something that really needs to be addressed when it comes to Christianity as a whole. Catholicism's a little bit in there. I mean, really, if we're being specific, I think Abrahamic religions as a whole are a cancer on society. I really do. But specifically speaking, Christians and Christianity as a whole has a horrible history. Horrible. When it comes to not respecting other people's beliefs, making sure their belief is the only belief. And if you disagree, if we're going to go back to, let's say, I don't know, the Spanish Inquisition or something of that nature, then, we will kill you unless you believe, or you're a heretic. I know we don't do that anymore. The reason I feel we don't do that anymore is because it has become this monster of a religion, specifically because you killed off anybody who disagreed during that time. And it has permeated society. So again, I wanted to share just these thoughts with you because there was several people who came into my comments and talked about or asked me these very vague hypothetical questions, or were curious. And I know this is gonna add to questions more than it's gonna answer them. But the point of this video is to try and convey to anybody who considers themselves part of the faith that it is more important that you police your own rather than trying to spread the good word, so to speak. Because your argument will probably be, well, they don't represent all Christians. Yeah, but they're the loudest ones in your group. They're the ones in the halls of government. They're the ones making laws, and they're the ones affecting people's ability to live a fruitful and happy life. And I can guarantee when you break down the fundamentals of who Jesus Christ was, if you believe in him, and who he was trying to be, who he was trying to get other people to be, because if you're a Christian, you should be a shining example of what it is to be a human being. And you can't disagree with me on that. The amount of Christians that I see that cast judgment on other people, whether it be gay, different looking, alternative, or they just don't believe. So I'm very unsure where this came about when Christians started to feel like they were holier than thou, simply because they label themselves a Christian. Because they sure as hell don't embody the beliefs of what it is to be a Christian. We all know that, whether you're a believer or not. And I usually hear, well, I'm only human and I try my best. Try better. Because again, you should be a shining example. If you prescribe that label to yourself, I'm a Christian, I follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, who by your belief is the Son of God, the all-powerful, almighty God, his son, who was basically in your eyes perfect. He made mistakes and they had to humanize him because that makes a character more relatable. Look at any literary story or literary work. If you humanize a character, it makes it more relatable. So it's very understandable why, when they were writing the Bible and trying to make it the best story that they could hawk to people, you had to add a human character. Because if you just had this omniscient, all-seeing, all-powerful God, it's kind of hard for human beings to connect with that. But I just wanted to throw out these little tidbits for you, because more and more I see Christianity and just the idea of God in general is becoming weaponized more and more, and it's being injected into our daily lives, and it's disgusting. In my opinion, if religion was not around, I feel we would have advanced as a society light years from where we are now. But because we would rather separate and put people down and challenge somebody's idea of happiness, within reason, of course, that's the priority, and that's disgusting. So I ask you, if you are a Christian, feel free to correct me, or I don't know, give your 2 cents. I'd be happy to make another video responding. I ask you to just look inward. Stop trying to spread the good word. Police your own. I'm tired of it. I'm the anger that I feel towards your people has increased tenfold in recent years. And every time I see a church defaced or something of that nature, I'm going to be careful with what I say here, I laugh. Because to see the symbols of such a destructive idea destroyed brings me joy. Because I feel at the end of the day, since the inception of Christianity, it has done more harm than good. You can place it on a scale and it'll weigh to one side every single time. The amount of people who have died, killed, raped in the name of Christ. Oh, we don't do that anymore. You sure about that? You sure about that? Sure about that? That's all I ask. And if you are one of those people, this video is not to you, because I do have friends that do consider themselves part of the faith. I have friends who are actually within the church in decent positions of power and, whatever. And they are doing their best to try to bring Christianity back to where it used to be. And I'm fine with that. I'm all for that. But I just don't see that in the everyday self-prescribed Christian. Do better, right? Have a good day.